Hello people, it's your boy back again with another video, this time talking about Manchester United's emphatic victory over Wigan. What a win if you turned on after the 42nd minute. Yeah. Okay, where to start? Okay, let's start with the team sheet first of all. Absolutely buzzing for that lineup. Fosu, Mensah, Bastion starting, Luke Shaw starting, Martial starting as we know. Yeah, overall really happy with the team selection. It gives the opportunity for the likes of those people that I just mentioned that don't get opportunity, you know, in most games to actually prove themselves. And did they prove themselves today? Well, in the first 40 minutes, no, they did not. Honest to God, so poor again, starting off ridiculously slow, no movement off the ball, just in general, just static. No one wanted to run in behind, and I said in my preview, we need players to stretch the play, to run in behind, use the pace, use the width, use the wings, and there was none of that. And I said also, if we don't do any of that, we're going to struggle massively. And we did. There was nothing. And in the first 30, I don't think in the first 30 minutes I don't think we registered a shot at all in the first 30 minutes against Wigan at Old Trafford. Like, come on, that is absolutely poor. Again, we've started off slow, and it seems to be a reoccurring theme within the team, and that is something that needs to be ironed out ASAP if you want to be successful in the Premier League, because better teams, like I've said, will punish us, and we definitely need to improve. But moving on from that little bit of negativity after the 42nd minute when Fellaini got that goal, and might I just add, I was slagging him off. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. We're slagging him off, not because he played particularly poorly or anything like that, but because in games like that, we don't need Fellaini in the team. When the team is going to park the bus against us, we need players who are quick at moving the ball, and that was what was the issue in the first 40 minutes. We were moving the ball too slowly. There wasn't enough movement in and around the box at all, but just with Fellaini, he slows down the play, and that is definitely a factor for, you know, opposition teams to set up quickly against us. It just allows them to get organised, and that's something that I was really having to go at Fellaini. But in saying that, he absolutely shut me up, because without his goal, God knows what the final score would have been. It's an absolute peach of a delivery, but that boy, Bastion, World Cup winner, puts it on Fellaini's head, and he absolutely bullied that guy. 1-0 United. I think it's the 42nd minute, and at this point, it's like a boxing match. We've got them on the ropes, and they're waiting for the final bell, and they somehow hold on to half-time. We were all over them after that point, and it really just rejuvenated the players. It seemed like they got a bit of confidence after that, but you know, that confidence needs to be instilled within them at the start of the game. I don't know if that needs to come from Jose, or it's just the players don't seem confident. You know, we've seen a lot of opportunities in the first half, in particular Luke Shaw, that wasn't overlapping, and that was really, you know, uncharacteristic of him. Because the reason I've been craving for Luke Shaw in the team, or craving, not the correct word, the reason I've been asking for Luke Shaw to be starting is because he makes those runs off, you know, the likes of Martial or whoever's playing on the left wing, Mkhitaryan, etc., and that just opens up the play for us a lot more, and he wasn't doing that in the first half. There was that one run, he knocked it past the player and he got a decent ball in, but apart from that, it just wasn't enough. But like I said, after the first half, we were a completely better team in the second half. It was like night and day, unbelievable. Second half was a quality performance, and that man Bastian Schweinsteiger has literally run the show since minute one. For me, man of the match, without a shadow of a doubt, a goal and an assist. We'll get onto the goal a bit later on, but he just ran the show, and he just shown that he can replace Carrick. Yes, I know it gets lesser opposition, but it's just good to have those so-called fringe players putting a good performance that Bastian did today in particular. I thought Fosu Mensah had a good game as well. He had a couple of opportunities where, you know, he did a couple of good overlaps and a couple of runs where Rooney played him through. Just a little bit of lack of quality, but you know, those things will come with a bit more game time and experience. But overall, was very happy with the performance. Just going into the second half, a lot better. Honest to God, it was just one of them things. We needed that first goal for confidence. And there was that man Martial with the assist, just flicks it into the box, and I just want to say Martial is way better on that left wing. You know, I just feel like he's an out-and-out winger now. I don't know if it's because he's played there so many times, he's gotten used to that position, but he just looks so out of place up front. He looked scared to play up front. I don't know why, but he just didn't look comfortable, and on that wing, he was causing havoc again. I don't care if he gets tackled, as long as he's trying to take people on, that's all we need, that positivity. And like I said, he flicks in a ball, and Smalling gets on the end of it, and finally, we got a couple of goals under our belt. We're slacking Smalling off in the preview preview and saying he shouldn't be playing, but he had a decent game, to be fair to him. We were playing against Wigan, so fair play to him. It's good to see them scoring, just a bit of confidence. And then third goal, and I was saying, leading up to this, I really want a third goal, and I want it to be Mkhitaryan. And that man, Mkhitaryan, in the second half, absolutely turned up. He wasn't great in the first half, but second half, he was absolutely fantastic in that number 10 position. He was doing everything that I want to see, getting in those pockets, like I was saying in the preview, and just collecting the ball and driving at the defenders, making them run back. And that's what we need to see more of Mkhitaryan. He needs to have that confidence, and that goal will definitely give him the confidence. And it's that man, Martial. What a counter. That was Man United of old. And I know it's against lesser opposition, but I don't care about the lesser opposition. I only care about our players. And you can only beat what's in front of you, and that was a quality counter-attack. Plays it to Rooney. He flicks it down to Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan to Martial. Martial violates that defender and plays it back to Mkhitaryan. Easy as you like. Taps it in to an empty net. Unlike the first half when he missed it from Fosu Mensah, you know, that was a bit disappointing, but we'll just pretend that didn't happen. But yeah, overall, satisfied with his performance. I think the second half definitely improved for him in particular, as well as other players, obviously. But that was a second assist for Martial. And just to cap it off, what a beautiful way to cap it off, with that man, Bastion, getting his goal. I just love him so much, like every other United fan should. There's nothing to do with the fact that, nothing to do what he's done for my dad. I just love him as a person. He seems like a proper, like, respectful individual, professional. I think that's the best way to describe it. He's just a legend of the game, and I'm so happy that he could get his goal today. It's thoroughly deserved. I said at half time I felt like he was the best player on the pitch for us, and that goal and assist definitely proved that for me in the end. I think Martial, he needed that game. I really hope that was enough for Jose, by the way, to let him play against Hull. I think it's got to be. He's got 2 assists. Yeah, overall, really satisfied with the final score. I was saying in my preview, we tend to beat them 4-0 a lot, and I bottled it. I went for 3-0 scoreline. So yeah, I'm an Arsenal. Anyways, but yeah, happy overall with the final result. First half was not good enough. But overall, we got the goals we needed. Just a bit of confidence. Nothing, you know, to get carried away about. Again, it's just Wigan Athletic. They seemed like they played really well, to be fair to them. It was a bit harsh, them going 1-0 down at the first half. But anyway, that aside, just a couple of things I want to point on. Tuanzebe got a chance to play for his first time. Good opportunity for him just to get a couple of minutes and just get a feel of how it is. Luke Shaw, overall, I thought he had a decent game. Nothing too amazing, but at the same time, another opportunity for him to just put his name in the hat, so to speak. Bastion, for me, was just quality. And I think I should just get onto the ratings now. First things first, Romero and net. He had a bit of a moment when he flapped at that cross, and then he recovered well. So on the basis of the fact that he didn't have much to do, and what he did, to be fair, you can't really complain too much. I'll give him a 6. Defense, Fosu Mensah, I thought was quality in the first half. I honestly think he needs to replace CDM. He's an absolute tank. And obviously, he's not going to replace Antonio Valencia right back, let's be honest. But again, I thought he had a quality performance. Bit shame he went down injured. I'm not sure if it was a cramp or an actual injury. I'll go for 6.5. Centre-back Smalling, he scored a goal. I can't really say too much about him. He held his own against, you know, their defender in particular was ridiculously tall from the set piece, and I think that was why Fellaini was playing actually in hindsight, just to mark him. And to be fair to Jose, it worked wonders. So for Smalling, because he scored as well, 7. Rojo I actually thought was better than Smalling, so. But because he scored a goal, it's going to have to be a 7 as well, just to match him. I know I said I thought he was better, but I would have given Smalling 6.5. He didn't score. Let's just leave it as that. Left back Shaw, again, he just looks a void of confidence, and he's not the player he once was. He just needs to build his confidence again. I'm not sure, well, I'm pretty sure the psychological impacts of that leg break is still affecting him, so I'm going to give him a 6.5. I don't think he was amazing, but the second half, again, he definitely improved in the second half. Moving into the 3-man midfield. Right, Fellaini. Should we start with Fellaini? Because I just love Basti. We'll go for Fellaini first. He scored a goal. Honestly, first half, I'm going to put it down to Fellaini because he just moves the ball so slowly and allowed team to settle. And on that basis, I'm going to have to only give him a 7. 7 is still a really good score, but he scored and I can't. And it's because of him we won, let's be honest. If he didn't score that goal, I don't know where it would have came from. So fair play to Fellaini. He proved me wrong today, or shut me up, so to whatever you want to call it. So 7 for Fellaini. Bastian Schweinsteiger, my man, I'm so happy for him. I'm going to give him an 8.5. I thought he ran the show. Absolutely world-class, cross. And I'm saying that because we have not scored from a lot of headers in a, well, let me rephrase that. It's been a while since we scored from headers, and we needed that bit of quality from the width, and he delivered it like Beckham. It was right on Fellaini's head, and you can't miss basically. 8.5, got his goal, run the show, just pure quality. He's finally putting a solid performance. Good to see that. Mata, I thought he had a decent game. Second half, he was a lot better with Mkhitaryan. I suppose no one was good in the first half, so I can't really be too harsh on him. I'm going to give him a 7 because I don't think he did as much to get a better score than that, although he was sick in the second half. Okay, so the front three, Mkhitaryan, Martial and Wazza. Obviously, Rooney and Martial swapped over, so there's that kind of change there. Mkhitaryan, for me, I'm going to give him... See, it's... On the second half alone, I'd give him like an 8.5, but because everyone was pulling this first half, I have to mark him down, and I can only give him an 8. So Mkhitaryan was quality in the second half, and I'm really happy he got that goal. He just needs confidence. I don't think he scored since the scorpion kick, so it's going to be good for his confidence. On the left, Martial, 2 assists. It's going to have to be an 8 again. Quality from him today. He just needs that confidence. I think a lot of our players are lacking confidence. I'm really happy that he got an opportunity to just prove himself today. And Rooney didn't really do anything particularly well. But Rooney, one thing I loved about him today, he was barking at everyone and shouting at everyone, and that's what I want to see from Rooney. I want to see him, like, having to go at the players when they're not playing good enough, like, and even having to go at the ref for that matter. I'm going to give him a 7.5 just because of, I thought he played well, he played decent, but his charisma on the pitch was something that we've been lacking for quite, you know, it's just passion. I want to see that passion from Wazza. Overall, decent performance. Well, quality finish. First half was poor. I really hope we improve the first half performances. I've been saying it for a couple of weeks now. We really need to come out a lot stronger in the first half, a lot more like the second half. I just hope we hammer a hole. But we got the goals. We're through. Happy days. You know, Bastian played, Martial played, Shaw played, Twan Sabi played, Fosu played. Can't complain. Happy days. Overall, buzzing. And I just want to say Liverpool's out. Come on. Come on. I don't know, I got that excited, but honestly I'm just happy they've not won a game yet. Plymouth does not count. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Feel free to share, feel free to like. Any feedback you've got for me, I'm more than happy to hear it. Thank you very much for all the good words. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Take care. I know it's Sunday, but we'll pretend it's not Sunday. Hope you enjoy the next week, shall I say. Take care. It's your boy Osman. Come on, United. Peace. Let go.